High in the remote mountains of Central Asia, medieval travelers reported finding a creature that completely defied biology. According to legend, this strange hybrid grew attached to the soil by a thick umbilical stem. It would lean down to graze on the surrounding grass, and the moment it consumed all the vegetation within reach, the tether withered and died. By the 14th century, tales spread by explorers like Sir John Mandeville turned this folklore into accepted scientific doctrine across Europe's greatest institutions. To understand why people believed this, you have to look at how they lived. In the freezing climates of the north, the only known source of warm, woven fleece was an animal. So when merchants started arriving with bales of impossibly soft, brilliantly white fabric from the east, European buyers had absolutely no context or instructions for how it was made. Completely cut off from the agricultural realities of the Asian continent, they applied the only logic they had. If a material looks and feels like wool, it must be grown on a sheep. The root of this misunderstanding lies in the sheer scale of the ancient trade routes separating the buyers from the producers. Physical goods like fabric could easily survive a multi-year journey across thousands of miles. The complex technical knowledge of how they were manufactured, however, decayed with every border crossing. The first European whispers of this foreign textile came from the Greek historian Herodotus in the 5th century BCE, who wrote of wild trees in India that bore a beautiful fleece. Decades later, generals and admirals marching with Alexander the Great corroborated the story. Their field journals described entire groves of wool-bearing trees. When these accounts finally reached the West, the immense geographic distance acted as a filter. Without seeing the fields themselves, readers took poetic descriptions of advanced agriculture and interpreted them as fantastical hearsay. That hearsay mutated into a literal monster thanks to a problem that plagues any cross-cultural exchange without shared visual references: literal translation. Early Greek historians used the word melon for this mystery plant's pod, but melon had dual meanings, translating to apple or to sheep. Translators compounded the error in other languages. German named the fabric Baumwolle, literally translating to tree wool. Medieval scholars took these literal translations, combined them with Herodotus's old metaphor about fleece trees, and engineered a biological fiction to make the facts fit their worldview. Centuries of linguistic friction, operating entirely in the dark without primary observation, successfully turned a simple agricultural crop into a legendary beast. If we strip away the European folklore and trace the golden thread of trade back to its true geographic origin, we arrive at the ancient Indus Valley in modern-day Pakistan and northwest India. Here we find the real identity of the mythical vegetable lamb of Tartary, Gossypium herbaceum, the common cotton plant. As early as 3300 BCE, the Indus Valley civilization was operating sophisticated, grid-like cities with multi-story homes and underground drainage systems. The people of Harappa and Mohenjo-Daro perfected the complex industrial sequence of cultivation, spinning, and weaving required to turn raw fiber into a finished garment. They even developed advanced chemical processes to color it, using madder root and indigo to mordant dye vegetable fibers that naturally resist pigmentation. Their command over this simple seed produced a highly durable, breathable material that eventually formed the backbone of early global commerce. The vegetable lamb of Tartary never existed. The actual history is a testament to the ingenuity of an ancient civilization that domesticated a tiny plant, extracted its fiber, and ultimately clothed the world.
Subscribe to us for more such videos.